All right, we're good?
I think I'm good, yeah.
All right. Feel a podcast. We are back. What is up? What episode?
24.
20. You almost made a mistake.
Oh my God, 25, 24.
Was last
24.
Yeah, 23 was last one.
24. Another guest today, guys.
Welcome.
Introduce yourself. Camera 2, by the way. This is camera 2.
That's 2.
We didn't
That's
tell you.
1.
I don't want to slouch. Just want to be sitting correct.
Gotta
You know,
straight.
gives me
We
some
got you on
height.
all the angles, bro. We got
Gives
you
me
on
some height. I walked in. You guys look taller in person than I watched the podcast. It's crazy.
because we're sitting down. Right?
Yeah.
Everyone tells us the same thing.
Yeah,
They're
like,
oh,
oh,
I didn't think you were that tall.
Then they come in person like, holy.
Yeah, you're like what,
Tall.
6'?
6'6".
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, so he must be tall.
Yeah.
Super tall. No, you're also as tall. I'm walking in, I'm like, oh my, like Danny DeVito. What's that movie? The midgets.
Twins.
Twins.
Twins, yeah.
Oh
You
my
have to
God.
see.
With
But we're all
Arnold,
together. We're all we're 4 cousins.
Yeah.
We're 4, and we're all over 6 feet. Everyone tells us.
Yeah, my cousin is 6'5". I'm 6'6". I think my one's 6'4".
Well, lucky enough, I'm still waiting for my growth.
You get a little,
there yet,
you
no,
get a
I'm
little later
getting
in life.
there,
It's
I'm
okay.
getting there, I'm getting
I got
there.
it just too young. It's fine.
Introduce yourself. We didn't introduce. We didn't say
yeah.
anything.
Culineri.
Yes, sir.
You
Welcome.
guys can call me Culineri, but I'd rather Julian. And that's it. That's me.
So what do you do?
What do?
the
I
people
do
that
I cook. I'm a jack of all trades type of thing.
You're like a Chuck.
You know, I mean,
Here we go.
anything to keep me busy. Obviously, this whole pandemic has helped me, my passion come out more, the cooking. And I started off as a side thing, just doing it on the side, Instagram, here, there, or it relaxes me. But then after I saw that, obviously the whole pandemic struck us and we had to stay home. So there was a lot of like, what do I do now? What do I do now? I just can't take advantage of the Serb life,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm like, let
Serb life.
me just start doing something and keeping myself occupied. So I started posting videos, cooking in my kitchen.
Okay, so that's when you started.
Yeah, well, I
That's
did it
when I started
before.
following you, and
I did
that's-
it before, but I
okay.
took it a bit more serious with Instagram
like a lot of people do, yeah.
during the pandemic.
One more time on your hands.
Yeah,
right?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, so
And guys, we wanted to say thank you. We put his sauce that he made yesterday
freshly made
in
yesterday.
front with some sopressata. That's why I don't think we just have some sauce and sausage just
Did
chilling
you
on
put
the
it in a
table.
cover?
the cover.
The sauce after you put
Oh,
it.
Yes, you have to
yeah,
boil
After
it.
you
okay.
jarred it, yeah.
But the thing is that, honestly, that's a good question because we jarred it up. There's 2 ways of doing it.
You put
If
it in a
boiled,
bath, right?
I boiled our tomatoes were boiled for about over 3 hours.
Okay.
And that's the question I ask because I like to do like that's the thing in me. I'm a young kid with an old soul.
Yeah.
So I'm like bringing back all the traditions. Like this is my first year doing the tomatoes.
It's your first year?
First year doing tomatoes.
Okay, I've done them. That's why.
Yeah,
So I was like,
second year I did
okay.
this, so that was my first question. I'm like, don't I have to boil the? So I cleaned them. Yes, I put them in the dishwasher, whatnot. But the thing is that okay, so I go, do you have to put these in a big not a jar,
bath.
big bath of like boiling water, whatnot? And the guy I did it with, he's like, no, he goes, it's only if you don't cook the tomatoes long enough.
Yeah.
So because they're cooked and the tops, these were in boiling water. So when you're ready when you put it in,
yeah.
right away, because it's sterilized out, you close and the suction starts right away
Yeah.
and you turn it
Yeah.
right away. You're
Yeah.
like,
So you gotta
right
close
away.
them like as hot as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
But then
And
you
then the
cover
thing is you
them.
gotta cover them because anything that if there's like cold or a wind, it could just crack it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like, I
yeah,
learned a lot.
crazy.
Because even like you're stirring the sauce, if you lift up the wooden
Spatula?
Too
if
much.
there's water leaking, it means the sauce is still too liquidy.
Yeah,
You gotta
exactly.
let it go.
That ends
So
up
like
too
I was
much.
like,
Jesus
Yeah, but that's how
Christ.
they used to know things before. It's not
Yeah.
like today that we're so advanced. Before it was just by touch and by all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Me too. When I used to do that with my grandparents and stuff, even I did it 2 years ago. A year ago. This year we're skipping because we still have. But Ross, it's fun. Though.
yeah,
Oh, I
no,
love
it
I
takes
love
a
it.
whole day and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
all I've heard of it.
You know,
You're there with the whole family or whatever, friends, whatever it is.
doing
and,
it.
man, it passes a day, and then after you get to enjoy it.
yeah,
a
it
year,
just
2
tastes so
years,
much better.
100%.
It's just like
Are they from your garden?
No,
Everything?
these ones
Okay.
are from my garden.
Okay.
We went and buy bushels and whatnot. But I've made sauce with the tomatoes from my garden, like prêt à manger.
Oh, yeah, I
right
saw it
away
on
to
your-
do it.
I saw
If
it
you're
on
just
your-
craving it,
fast sauce.
Fast sauce, here you go. And listen, I learned a lot. It's like even with the sopressado when we did that,
That was your first time doing it too?
that's my second time.
Okay.
that one's mild, or I see an M. It's mild.
There's mild, yes,
Mild,
that's what
okay.
it is. The end.
Okay.
You make it hot as well.
We've mixed it up. We have spices. The gentleman I do with got some spices from Italy, and I don't know if you guys know the chef Dario Cecchini.
Yes.
the
Yeah,
butcher.
yeah.
So we
Yeah,
got
the
his
butcher.
spice,
Yeah,
his
exactly.
fennel, his
Oh, yeah.
his
You could buy it stuff?
Well, he bought it there and he brought it
Oh,
for me.
shit. Okay.
And it's
Just a
by
fennel.
beyond like I watched it on Chef's Table and it's like
Yeah.
You would think, but you go there, it's like $50, 50 euros a person, and you eat and drink like kings. You get the bistecca fiorentina.
That's what I was telling. Isn't I
it's
telling
another
you that
level.
not long ago? Like you go to Europe, it's not those big fancy restaurants. To go to like these
Yeah,
guys
exactly.
that know their shit.
You don't want to go to like
you
the
said,
tourist
50
traps.
euros,
You want
but
to go to like the
eat.
fucking holes
Crazy,
in the wall.
crazy,
yeah,
crazy.
You don't pay too much. You don't
It's the
pay
same
too
thing
little,
here,
but you pay-
technically. Like
Yeah,
people that
same
come
shit.
to town
Same
here.
shit.
Yeah.
You don't want them. Obviously, the big restaurants are good too. Don't get me wrong, but the
But
little
sometimes
holes in the
those little
walls-
ones,
Oh,
the holes
they're
in the
killers.
wall are the
They're
best
killers,
ones.
Oh, we
man.
brought it up last time with WGF.
That's it, yeah. We were talking
it's
about
called
it.
Blackstrap.
Yeah,
It's like a smokehouse
Yes,
restaurant.
yes. I watched that episode, and I thought he was actually going to talk about White House.
I never.
I think
I never went to White House.
Was it Ice House? Sorry.
Okay, I
think
heard
it's
of
called-
Ice House.
yeah,
I heard of an Ice
that
House.
one was, and it's like super small.
Small. Yo,
And
there's
like you
small
get there, they throw the
places.
chicken, they throw the
Oh,
ribs
yeah.
all on there, the tacos. You have to have the bourbon iced tea. That's
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
It's good.
But first time I went there, and it's literally as just this small, and you're walking in, and,
Like-
you
And
see
it works.
I have like
other
one of my
places.
favorite restaurants, or like a whole. I don't know if you know La Bêtise. I don't know if you know that restaurant. Not many people know about it. It's like a Asian fusion with, I don't know. They do all kinds of different stuff. So like their tartare is amazing. The
Yeah.
salmon tartare. They do like Asian style, whatever. But you go in this place. It's like the size of this desk. Like it's nothing inside. Inside there's like 10 tables.
But those are the best.
Outside the terrace
the
is
best
like
places.
5 tables, but it's jam packed. You can't just show up. You can't just show up.
I did a
It's
class
crazy.
in
It's crazy, this place.
college like that, and that teacher, he puts you in groups. So like he would see the ethnicity. I studied fashion design, believe it or not. I
Really?
studied fashion
Oh, yeah?
design.
Okay.
So I'm very
I
artsy,
wouldn't have
but
thought.
I wrote in the a funny thing I said is that it wasn't for me towards the end, so I decided to put my sewing kit away and pick up the knives.
And pick up the knives.
But I had them when I was like I was very artsy growing up. But anyways, the teacher, he brought us there and he goes, listen, he goes, I'm going to split you guys up in groups and the closest ethnicity. So like, let's say if you're more Italian, European, you'd be all together. But it was, he makes you go to a restaurant that he's written reviews on. It was like an extra class for in there. And he tells us, he goes, I'm going to send you this restaurant that I've written reviews on all the restaurants, but it's like, because you guys are all, let's say, Italian, I'm not bringing you to an Italian restaurant.
Right.
So you got to go to
Get you out of your
like, come
comfort
in,
zone.
and then you have to write about it. So like, that right away, that intrigued me. Like, I always love trying new things. I'll never say no to something, but if you ask me what's something you can't eat, it's tripa. I can't do it.
I can't do
psych
tripa too.
myself
I can't
up
do
all the
tripa.
time.
I can't.
It smells good. I'm like, I could do
I
it this
can't.
time.
You get it like that?
I do the potatoes, I'll do some of the carrots in there, I do the broth, I dip it, then I go,
try- I can't.
do this. The honey, the rubber honeycomb, I
Rubbery,
can't do
yeah,
it.
exactly. I can't. I can't do it too. But did you go to culinary school?
I didn't.
You never
That's
went to
one
co-
thing
I
that
thought
somebody
you-
knows
see, in
to
my head,
know
I-
about me. I didn't.
I thought you went with like Steve Martelli.
No,
or
see, that's
something.
funny. Steve, like, I'm telling you, the pandemic brought a lot of people together.
Oh yeah.
Did you know him before that?
I knew his wife
Yeah.
through my sister.
She went to
because
school
my
with us, too.
sister and his wife's cousin, best friends. So that's how they know. That's how with
Okay.
Tara about.
Yeah.
And we used to like go out all the time. We'd see each other. But Steve never. Steve actually worked at the bank.
Yeah.
And he worked with my best friend.
Okay.
So I'm like, and then we used to message each other. I'm like, I used to look at my wife. I go, but I feel like, am I supposed to know this guy? Because we're talking super friendly. And I'm like, maybe I don't remember him and this and
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But over COVID, we was just like motivating each other
Yeah.
on the Instagram.
Well, that's how I
and
started
we're
following you.
Awesome. It was
Yeah,
fantastic.
That's how I started following him, was because of Steve. Steve even told me about him. I think the first time we spoke, he spoke about you. He said, "Oh, you should have him on the podcast. He's a good guy." I remember, yeah. So
I did Zoom with him one time for his podcast.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen it.
yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
it.
We watched
I
it.
was
We
so
watched
nervous.
it. Yeah.
I've seen.
So
You're
nervous.
home. No one's in a different.
I know, but it's just that either you ramble too much or
No,
you clear. What are you talking
we
about?
did Zoom with Steve actually,
Yeah,
right? That was the
first
only one.
Yeah.
I like, because I like talking with Steve. I've known Steve since elementary school, so I've
Yeah.
known Steve for a while. So for me, just talking to him is just talking to him. But
Yeah.
I find like him not being with us, or even him not being with me, because he was doing a Zoom from his house. I find it's totally different. Like now, I find I'm more comfortable. I have you in front of me and stuff. Over
Well,
Zoom,
talk about it.
you're more like you're uptight type of
Yeah,
thing. You know what I mean?
You're
You're
talking to a
scared.
computer. Like,
Exactly.
Then you're like, am I
person-
double chinning it?
How do I look in this camera?
That's it. Okay, so you never did.
But you want that
never
human
went to,
interaction for sure.
Yeah, it's funny that way.
So you never went to culinary arts?
No. I got. I feel like I wrote about it too. I've had the best schooling from for cooking is
doing
my
it.
grandparents,
And on,
my
yeah,
nannies,
for sure.
my mom. Like I want to be like that. The older I get, just to be like I used to. It's like so funny you asked. I was actually thinking about on the drive here. I used to look up to my grandparents. You know, you finish school and you're hungry. You
Yeah,
want to
oh,
eat
yeah.
something,
And you're really
you're
excited
like,
to
no,
get
I'm
there.
hungry. Right away, it's like
Everything's
it's
ready.
like an instinct. Okay,
Yeah.
like okay, but what do you? No. She goes, I'm gonna make it,
And
you
it's
didn't have
not.
to ask.
It's not a snap.
No.
it's-
No.
The snack that I used to have before, because she see I was hungry. Okay, take this to calm it down. She used to just take a panini, break it up, olive oil, salt, pepper. Okay, take this. This will hold you down. My grandfather, he used to love it because he's like me. If he's here, then it means I get to eat.
Yeah, for sure.
I said, my parents used to tell my grandparents, but like, you can't feed him like this. Like, he's coming home at 6:30. He never wants to eat.
Finish school at 3.
Yeah.
As a full course meal at 3:45.
Firstborn.
Supper at 5:30.
Firstborn treated like a prince. I was doing my home. I go, no, I got to do my homework. So I had my grandfather here, my grandmother here, and I'm like, no, I got to do my homework. No. She's like, you do your homework.
Okay.
I'm gonna feed you. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah. So she would always make me a meat and salad. She'd cut the meat, take the salad. And she would just wait, and I'm writing. I'm still looking at TV. There was Arthur back then.
Oh my God.
I turn on, I will go. And then my grandma would look at me. But tell me somebody that has it better than you. And I was looking at her, but you're eating 2 suppers, though, eh? You don't hate that? Those are good memories. I love that.
Come back from school. My grandparents actually lived downstairs of my house. So
Oh my God, that's instant. That's the best.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was...
You only go upstairs for Wi-Fi and then you just come back down
Yeah,
for
exactly,
food.
100%.
Especially with your,
My mom's screaming at me.
the baking
Just
that
go
she does.
there.
His grandmother makes the best Nutella cookies.
Oh
My God, I have them
But
actually
anything
here
Nutella.
somewhere.
Yeah,
No,
it's
but I
top.
heard those
Top
Nutella
stuff.
cookies.
Yeah. She made them, I think, last week,
She made
right?
them. Yeah, I have some somewhere. I think I
Yeah.
froze them.
And that's what I love about anything the grandparent made. You could freeze
I
them.
didn't
They'll still
see
be
him,
good.
and I got them. So I didn't see him, and I got them.
She spreads the wealth. Whoever gets to her house,
She
wherever
kills
she
me.
goes.
Your grandmother's
she
a
goes.
savage. When I got those cookies, I go, when did she bake them? I think I was at Zio's house
She baked the night before.
At 1 o'clock in the morning, she
Yeah.
was baking.
But
them.
it's
She's a savage.
nothing to
She had
them.
nothing to do. She goes, I couldn't sleep. She decided to
So,
bake.
yeah.
That's the level I want to be at.
And not like she baked like 10 cookies. Like
Like
I got a box like this.
And that probably took, this is extra. That's like and I feel like with
The rest is in
they'll
the
never make
freezer.
10. They'll never make 10, 12.
Impossible.
cookies. They're like, okay, if I'm making
I have
it,
to make it
Yeah.
for us soon, the Teresa,
Yeah.
the whole family. You have to
Everyone
think
gets one.
because you don't want to leave anybody out. You know that's
Yeah, because
what
then they're
their
gonna be like,
mentality
I
is.
didn't get any.
It's true.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
very.
I didn't even get any.
you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, what's going on?
You have to go see your nonna. You see that's.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before you started, so you said that you were doing it as a side, like hustle or whatever, like
Yeah.
just to as an enjoyment. If you don't mind me asking, what did you do as a like actual?
My job?
Yeah.
So I worked at the airport for about 8 years
Okay.
with a company. And then they subcontracted, went to another company. So in the airport, I transferred to another company. I started working for Securitas. So it's like TSA.
Okay.
Okay.
So airport security.
Yeah.
So I did that, and but all through that, before that, and I was always cooking. I would do early morning shifts. Like I had no life, guys. Like I would have to be in bed by like, I don't know, 8 o'clock. Like I've never seen 9
At
o'clock.
night.
Like Serb now and like COVID or whatever, I've seen like I finally know what 9 p.m. looks like.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I've never seen 9 p.m. Sometimes
It's
even
always-
8:30.
always
Like I'm
weird
in bed
shifts.
right away and I have to wake up at 2 in the morning. And I start at 4, start at 3.
That's it. Yeah.
So when I would come home, that's when I would like either always have supper ready, prepare for my wife, have supper, have her lunch ready for the next day. So like it was
So you finished like 3-4 o'clock, let's say.
not even 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I wouldn't try and nap right away because it shoots your day.
Oh yeah.
But the only thing is,
everything.
by like 6:37, like I'm
Start
like
to get
I'm
down.
starting to
Yeah,
get,
you have
a
no
bit
energy.
tired,
You
so.
have nothing.
So I used to work at the airport. When I was young, I worked at the reception halls, but I was balancing also reception halls and airport. But then before that, I was at reception halls as well, younger. I did karate growing up. So I used to like teach when I first like got my black belt. I went to Angelo
Oh yeah.
Della.
So you're black belt
yeah,
karate.
so I was
Okay.
teaching
Oh,
there,
yeah,
working
Angelo
out
Della, yeah.
there. I used to work at summer camp with him, and then after high school, I started like looking into it. I used to work with my dad at the reception halls or see friends or whatever, and I never had like I did a bit of retail, but not a lot. But I was very artsy in that stuff,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So I liked it, and I was always around food, even growing up.
But that's what I was
always.
gonna say because you're saying the halls and
Halls,
stuff.
they were reception
Yeah.
halls. So always
Food.
food.
There's food, but I wasn't working in the kitchen.
No, yeah.
But
I
I'll
know.
do like
But you see it
busboy,
happen,
bartending,
you're
no
always
way,
in
but
that
you're always in that
environment.
area.
And
yeah.
you learn that environment
For
too,
sure,
right?
for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. Like when I was about 9-10 years old, that's when like my mom had my sister. No, I was like 6, but you know when you're getting at the age that you guys are arguing,
Yeah.
my mom couldn't teach. Like listen to my dad, like take him with you. So I would go with him to
Okay.
the reception hall. And he would give me tasks. So sometimes I would help mix the salad. You know, I wouldn't do big things.
Yeah.
Because I was still like 9-10 years old.
Yeah.
But
Things that the customers don't see you doing.
yeah, you know what I mean?
They're getting a salad made by a 10-year-old.
You know what I'm saying? I was to help mix it and just be around and watching. And so you get all into it after, you know, you start going home. And like, I remember the first time I cooked in my house alone, my parents, I was like 13, they left. They're like, listen, we're going to do some errands. I'm like, you know what, I'm really not down for some, like, I don't want to come. Can I stay home? So they're like, okay. So like, you know, Italian parents, you're staying home. My mom really don't answer the door.
Yeah.
She still does that. I'm married. Don't answer the door. She watches me going to get the mail. This and that. So don't answer the door. Don't this. And then don't make a mess. And I'll never forget. She told me, don't touch the stove. But the only thing I was doing was waiting for her to leave because I wanted to touch the stove.
Yeah.
The first thing I made was, I'm looking at that stove actually, before I said, I was looking at that stove and I'm like, and I hear in the background, the crumbs, don't make this. Okay, so now if I use this stove, I gotta clean.
Oh yeah.
So now I gotta make sure there's no evidence. And like I was looking at that stove and I was already knowing what I wanted to make. Fried egg was my first thing I made. Perfectly fried egg with the yolk and everything. I was so satisfied. One toast, the egg, I was happy. After that, I was just like, you know, I could just stay home now, watching
I'm
TV.
independent now. Now I can do what I want.
So I was all happy. I go, man, I did it so good. I go, nobody saw me. My parents come home, Aaron's quiet. I even washed the pans. I leave everything in the sink, wash the pans. And out of nowhere, my mom, Julian,
touch the fucking stove?
Did you touch the stove? I go, no. But my parents have this thing that if they ask you 3 times, it's because they know. So I'm like, no. She's like, so you didn't touch the stove, huh? I'm like, no, man. She goes, okay. She goes, listen, you know, I'm telling you, I'm asking you the 3rd time. It's because I know.
It's because I know.
I go, but no, I didn't. What are those crumbs on the floor? I'm like,
it's like 2 little things.
That's when moms have that superpower.
Yo,
how they do it.
She walked in for 15 seconds, like.
They
already knew, like, something, one little thing was a bit off.
Yeah, like,
she's good.
Well, it's like,
I'm
pretty sure you're like that too now.
Yeah,
like something in your kitchen's moved, you're like, I do that with my girlfriend too. I go,
you put it there yourself or you clean it, right? So you know someone touched it, that there's something wrong.
Oh my God.
You know?
Go on forever with that in my fridge. Ooh, when you touch the fridge. Like my wife has a habit of putting everything in front. I'm like, the fridge is so deep, just put it all the way in the back, you know? Guys, by the way, I made my wife watch the podcast. First thing, I'm like, so this is what it's gonna look like. She's like, oh my God, look at that bowl.
The lemons.
I'm like, oh my God. But then again, she sees the bowl and I'm like, I want one like that for you know, when you get your stuff in the garden, this now.
Bouclair.
Like, okay. So she got the bigger one.
Okay, there you go.
You shouldn't have showed her the fucking video.
Oh my God, this is what it's going to look like. I told them. They're like, oh, cool. So I'm like, okay, so they're going to film me. The first thing, oh my God, the bowl. I love it. They're fake lemons, babe.
People think they're real all the time. They actually look pretty good.
Who grabs it that they were real? Pass.
Yeah.
He's like, it's not like, by the way, it's fake the lemon. He's like, what the fuck?
Everyone thinks they're real. So you never worked in like a restaurant? It was always in like that?
Yeah, never.
I thought you maybe worked in a restaurant or something. That's what gave you the...
But a lot of people ask me, like, you should go. But I don't know, man. It's like, it's a different feeling.
Working in a restaurant is pretty
it's too intense. Like, I've done restaurants like, but mostly reception. I was like doing everything besides cooking. Like even bartending. I don't even know if I could bartend at a bar because everything is calculated. You know when you go to a reception or bartending, you're like, they're free pouring. Like you're making friends and have a photographic memory. So if you come 3 times, and you're not paying for that drink anyways, but you're coming 3 times and I know, let's say it's Jack Coke, your drink, for example.
Yeah, ready right away.
I'll know, I see you from the side, but that was my superpower I felt. And they were so impressed, but like, and they would, you know, okay, slip you that $2, that's $4, that's $5.
That's how you made a tip, right?
Yeah.
Like,
so it was a game for me. Yeah. That's why when I used to come in to work, everybody hates cleaning up, but setting up, I was like all staged it out, like, okay, strategically where I'm going to go, this and that. And it was like the memory game. It was just fantastic. Like I'll remember, maybe not remember your name, but I'll remember you. I'll have photograph memories.
That organization thing was your beginning of your mise en place, basically.
Yeah, but that's only where I'm clean. But if you would have looked to my room,
you're like me then.
I'm an organized mess.
You're like me. My girlfriend. Exactly.
I'm an organized mess.
My girlfriend tells me off all the time that I'm a mess. I'm this. I'm that. But when I'm cooking, everything is like.
Same thing.
There, the garlic there, whatever. Everything's there, and then when she cooks, there's shit everywhere. But then the house is perfectly clean. Yeah. You see how it's like, it's crazy.
You cause a disaster where you work, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying that you would think that, like, say, I'm like a bit unorganized, you know, whatever. Yeah. You would think that I'd have every shit like all over the place. Like I'm cutting onions are mixed with this and that, and everything's all over the place, you know. But like even on the board, it's like a little circle there, a little circle there.
It's all placed properly.
I'm like,
I hate drying though. Don't ask me to dry. I don't mind washing it, but the drying part, I can't.
Okay, yeah. I don't mind.
I'll even put it in the dishwasher, but my biggest nerve is when I do the dishwasher. Everything says dry, clean, perfect. I open it. And I'm like,
just wet.
it's wet. So now I gotta take the towel, the serviette, and I gotta still dry it. So I'm like,
leave it in there.
I look at it, I'm like, you still win.
Yeah.
The dishwasher wins. I still gotta dry these things. You know what I mean? I hate that.
Leave it in there for a couple of hours.
What was your experience this year? Because I know I've been following you, right? And you've been doing a lot of with your garden. That's why I asked you if you came with your garden. So how is this the first year you're doing
First year.
Yeah, so you built
it's a pretty big garden. It's not a small.
Listen,
guys, by the way, if you're not Italian, this is normal. Yeah. Like even the tomatoes and all that. If there are people not Italian listening, just be like,
they're gonna be like, oh my god, they just put another wop on this thing, a regular not three. Now we're looking at 3 wops. Nobody know what they're saying. Are they a car show? You know, what? I don't know. I was actually nervous because you guys are. I saw Fula. I'm like, oh my god. I go, I know nothing about cars.
Honestly speaking, the past 3 episodes or 4 episodes, I think we spoke about cars a total time of like 8 minutes.
A bit with
WGF.
He spoke a bit, but
Fast Zero.
It depends. We're both car guys, car guys, and we're both also with cooking and stuff like that.
I'll show you right now because I have it here. I have a list here.
Of the 5
cars. I'm like, I can't forget this. The first person I call.
We'll save it.
My best friend, I call him right away. Shout out Massimo. So I call him and I'm like, listen. I go, he's like, you're on the few. I'm like, yeah. So you started watching. He's like, you do know you don't know cars. I'm like, I know. I call him. I'm like, give me some terms. He's like, well, what do you need? I'm like, I don't know, transmission, spark plugs.
I don't know, transmission.
Compressor. He's like, okay, but you know where they're all located? Oh my god. I thought just knowing the names is cool enough. Brake discs. You know what I mean? I don't know.
We're just talking. I don't know, brake discs.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Exhaust.
Compressor.
I love fumes.
Hydraulics.
No, we tried. We really were like really. Like car based at the beginning when it was just me and him, but then after we liked I don't know if you know Joe Rogan
yeah, for sure.
We love the way he does it and like those top guys do it, that they have always a guest, a different guest. Him, I know it's worldwide. He has people flying in.
Throw it out in the universe, guys.
I know soon, hopefully, but
sure,
I'm
100%.
saying we wanted to really shine upon like Montreal based guys because we're from Montreal, right? If we get help, they help us, we help them. It's a circle of people helping. Like you said, during the COVID, right? I didn't know him, he didn't know us, you didn't know Steve, you met Steve, then Steve, then him, then it was just a circle of that. So that's, I think, where we are now. We're like, we always want to base it on cars, but depends the person.
We want to get to know the guests' hobbies or
I love
passion,
different things. I don't like those cars. Then it's even boring for them. Cars.
Well, listen, but then you'll get it. It's because you're going to target only the specific people.
Exactly, and we don't want to be
at least
only,
now. Like, I love it. I watch it. Like, every morning, because I knew I was going to be on it, I started watching them. I like them more that you could see the person.
100%.
But the only sad thing, I'm like, oh my god, I was watching them. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Then I'm like, they started filming. I'm like, I have COVID haircut still. I have to do my beard. I go, babe, clean me up a bit here. I look presentable. She's like, yeah, but it's a podcast. I'm like, no, it's the one you saw the lemons, the bowl. Oh, she's like, yeah, you got to comb your hair. I'm like, oh.
Put a hat on. It's all good.
But yeah, sorry, the Giardino. Actually, it's my first year doing it.
Okay.
And there's a couple of things I picked up during COVID, and it wasn't
in your house, right? You had nothing, right?
No,
you
nothing,
built it.
nothing. Straight up. I used a drill, guys.
Okay.
I used a drill.
And a hammer.
No, these were all drill. Like treated wood. I learned something.
Yeah.
I was like walking in Rona. My father-in-law came with me, and he's like, I started thinking out because my brother-in-law, he has gardens. His father-in-law, my grandparents had it, and I was always like I want to go back into old school. I did the sopressada and this, and I'm like, you know what? Next year I'm having a garden. But it's also like more of like, you're saying it, but no, I'm not doing it.
It's never going to happen.
I'm like, I'm not going to drive to Rona now and get a board. So then my father was like, listen, you want this garden? He goes, we're going now. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, we're going. I'm like, oh my God. So we start measuring this, that. He's like, okay.
That's the only way you're going to do it.
Start drilling. I'm like, no. I go, you drill. I go, I'll watch. I go, or I'll cook you something if you want. But he's like, no, you got it. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, how does this work?
It's embarrassing.
This is so embarrassing. No, I'm like my dad. I'm not. He's probably more handy than me, but I feel like
you're not comfortable with a drill.
No. Don't. I'll just I'll take a picture with it if you're like, whatever. But don't tell me to start doing it. I'm like, oh my God. So I started all day. Then we had to call for the earth, and then that's when it starts. When you start planting it, and you start looking at every morning my espresso. I'm just looking at it. Okay, what do I do? Like I was in it this morning. I was like, okay, so what do I do now?
Becoming a non.
Yeah, my best friend, same thing. He just said, I'll message them, and I'm like, okay, so I'm washing my car. I was like, okay, you're gonna start cleaning the street too now? Like, with your hose? Like, what are you doing? So I bought a shock back. Like, these are all crazy. I'm like, I don't know, man. So yeah, back to that garden. I was like, look. And then I started seeing, animals. So what do I do?
Oh my God.
Then my father-in-law, he's a welder, so he welded me a cage.
Oh, shit.
We put a cage, no rabbits can go. But before that, they were eating some of the stuff. So I'm like, but why are they eating my peppers? Like super spicy. They would nibble and they would leave.
I think I saw this.
So now I started Googling. People started telling me, do this, do that. So I put chili flakes all on my earth.
Yeah, did you see that? Did you see that? How sick
Nobody
is that?
came anymore.
Who would have thought of that? I'm like, that's
Chili
so
flakes.
smart.
Chili
Why,
flakes.
you didn't like the hot?
Yeah.
Well, they go eat it.
Because it's spicy, you know. I didn't want to do the Sebastian Maniscalco, start putting bologna sandwiches and put what's it called? Antifreeze, you know.
Oh yeah, that's
they're gonna be falling everywhere.
That's what it was. Yeah, antifreeze.
I saw a guy put I saw a guy put a picture of another animal.
Yeah, to scare us.
To make it look like
put him here.
Printed like a picture of like another rabbit and he put it in his garden.
No, but him when I saw that, I was like,
Animal.
shit. That's smart.
Believe it or not, it worked.
It
was
burns
good, man.
face.
Yeah.
But think of it, when you have one of those flakes in your mouth, it burns your mouth.
Yeah.
A little shit.
It's like giving a pigeon rice, and then he blows up.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you can't do that at weddings. Same thing. I guess it would burn their mouth, and they would leave.
Yeah, they don't
but then I put the cage, so they still nobody gets in. Like sometimes I'll even
like
fall
Fort
over.
Knox's garden.
Yeah, it's protected now.
I'm
like tying tomatoes. I'm tying tomatoes to scissors. Oh my God.
Motion sensors on the rabbit. Dun, 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 dun. Lights turn on. The rabbit's like.
So what did you plant in that? Tomatoes?
I did jalapenos, cayenne
that makes
peppers,
sense,
basil, garlic.
Onions.
No, I put tomatoes. I have two different kinds of 3 each. I have 2 cherry tomato trees and 1 yellow tomato, heirloom tomatoes, and 1 cherry tomato, only yellow cherry tomatoes. Wow.
Are the cherry tomato plants smaller? Or they're
a lot of people were also messaging me like, you must have bought them already done. I go, I swear to God, I didn't.
But the seeds?
No, not even. I bought, all my plants are about this high.
No? Yeah, the spouts,
This
whatever
high.
they call them.
Okay, and you planted in after.
I feel like, is it worth it? I mean, maybe that'll be another project for next year that'll be just as crazy. I'm like, you know what, since I'm doing all old school stuff, let me just start. But you got to start in like February, March. Like you start putting the seeds inside, and they got to grow. You know, you got to really take care of it. So it's like, it's worth it, but because you save the seeds or whatever. But is it really worth it? Then I'm like, you know what? At least I planted them. You know, that's a foot apart.
It's a lot too. It's not like you have nothing else to do. Like you make them sprout.
Yeah, because then if you mess it up while it's growing, then you
put
can't
them in
put
separate things first. Exactly. So you gotta put them. I remember my grandfather. Little pots each. Then after when they're all done, then you gotta
take it off.
Yeah, and then you gotta transfer it.
Basically, like you're getting from the step of the seed to the step where you're buying it.
Yeah,
now.
Exactly. But that's like that's the finicky part.
But any real no does it like that.
But they're retired, they have time. Yeah. That's all they do, right? That's what makes sense.
Put the seeds.
But that's it.
Yeah. But then it's a science.
It is a science. Every morning, man.
I still see like my friend's grandfather. It's like, I'm like, where are you, Jean-Thomas Marc? He's like, no. He's like, I'm on my grandfather's garden. I'm like, oh, but like the things they think about, I feel like they don't even do shopping in the summer at all. It's
in
done.
the summer,
So
at my old house where I told you I lived with my grandparents, my backyard, you've seen it, I think. The whole corner was a yard. Was a backyard. We had basil, tomatoes, fagioli.
It was all
peppers,
plants. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Salad, onions, carrots.
Yeah, that's an old G
everything
garden.
Everything in the back.
Yeah.
But like to take care of this garden was insane. It's a full-time job.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Just if I was doing like growing the string beans, like in English.
Yeah, string beans.
We had like a soccer net with like poles that we had stacked. They're taller than me.
These
and I'm 6'6".
These things that they invent, huh?
Yo, it was 8 foot high.
Hockey sticks, huh?
Those
are your hockey sticks.
It was temple poles.
Oh.
Steel temple poles with orange soccer net that my dad had from his shop.
Okay.
And 8 feet high, and the string beans would grow.
Oh yeah. Makes sense.
It would be high.
Makes sense.
But like that's the craziness that you.
But I'm telling you, see the way you're talking about it? See the way you're talking about it? When you do your own.
That's what they think about.
Guys, it's another level.
I
was like looking at them like my babies. I talk to them.
I have my basil plant outside, right? The same thing.
You gotta talk to
it. When I go to my girlfriend, I go, I'm going to my jardine outside.
Yeah. It's the trick to make them grow better. I'm telling you, talk to your plants.
I believe it.
Trust me, talk to your plants.
You see him outside. It's okay. Everything's
I have my morning coffee and I'm chit-chatting with them, and then I was like, who are you talking to? Shh.
They're sleepy.
Don't make her get you angry. Don't worry about it. Just do what you're doing.
Keep growing.
Just keep growing. You're doing a great job.
Keep making. So yeah, so was your first year doing it?
Yeah.
And you're gonna continue doing it?
I am. I'm probably gonna make it bigger. It was like, oh, you're gonna no, but now I'm thinking of other stuff. What worked? What didn't work? Maybe I tied it wrong. Now it's like this was trial and error for me.
Yeah, it's first year.
So like next year, I'm scared it's gonna be like Fort Knox. It's gonna be like crazy.
Yeah, the camera.
Yeah.
I remember that when you said the hockey sticks. My grandfather, because remember we used to be in front, so we used to play hockey. We're 3 kids. Well, there was my 2 cousins that lived upstairs, and I used to come back from school, and then he would come sometimes. Hockey sticks and the wooden ones used to fly, and I used to play hockey, like a lot of hockey. My grandfather used to hear the broken of the
taking it.
He's running outside.
Whoa, Bineka.
Yeah.
That's it. He saws off the part that was bad. Then
Yeah, and back then you used to put the pallet, the plastic one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I never even got to that chance.
They take it off. That's it. Tack. It's already in.
I can't take it out now.
Next week, a tomato plant's already going.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nuts.
I believe you.
They're for that they're on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
But like you said, in the summer, they didn't have to go
They don't
shopping.
go shopping.
Correct.
Yeah, you have to go
Yeah, you
shopping.
go shopping
for
in the
milk,
backyard.
for this. Their backyard.
Like, I was giving tomatoes to people. Like I was like, let's go, come. Like, you need some, come take them.
So you grew 3 plants, you said, right?
Yeah.
Of each?
3 of each.
3 of no, hold on. 1 row, 2 rows. Yeah. So there's 3 sorts of tomatoes. The bigger ones. There was 3 of each.
And how
3
many
plants
tomatoes actually come out of that plant?
It's true. That's what I was going to say.
The ones that gave me a lot of tomatoes was my cherry tomatoes this year, bull plant. But
Did he regrow?
But it's about this. They
Okay.
get like this big. Some of them.
Pretty big.
It's how you feed your garden. I bought Miracle Grow, the worst money I ever spent. I didn't use it. I feel like going and returning. I've been putting my own compost.
Yeah.
My own compost.
Espresso. There you go.
Anything I cut up, it was the best. Like, listen, maybe it'll work. I used it for my plants, but I don't take care of the plants as much.
Thing,
But for the garden,
I hear you on your
own
lives
compost.
and stuff. I hear my compost.
How many? Man, one day I had 3 big bowls of tomatoes.
Holy
so like
shit.
each plant was making
Shit, so you like never bought tomatoes this
no,
year?
I didn't buy tomatoes at all this year. At all.
Wow.
I hadn't bought no tomatoes. Like sometimes I get my mother-in-law, my mother, they call me like, listen,
You have to give.
we don't know if you want to go shopping for tomatoes. You're gonna bring me tomatoes.
Wow.
I'm like, okay,
That's
no
amazing.
problem. So I bring my mom last week. She's like, you know what? I hadn't bought tomatoes in so long. She was like, I went. Do you know how expensive? I felt bad. I'm like, why didn't you call me? I got yellow. I got red.
Yeah, you got the whole
I was flexing. I'm like, I got all of that. You know?
It's even the taste is different.
Yeah.
Even like that tomato sauce, I'm sure. Oh, it's like a whole nother
That's in the
level.
garden?
It's,
No, that was where bushels.
no, but I'm saying
bought.
just making your own sauce,
Yeah.
like you said, is just.
Oh, like fresh, all
amazing.
the time.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta
That's
boil them, you gotta
Yeah.
skin them, then you gotta let them go. Just not blanching, skinning them, then boiling
And
for
it's even
hours.
process, yeah.
the sweat and work you put into it. After you taste, you're like,
The drinking's the fun part,
Do you have a nice plate of
drinking.
pasta?
I made them. I
Right
did this
after.
Thursday. I made pasta matriciana for
Yeah, I was
pasta
watching.
Thursday.
I was watching.
And we were working, and he's like, okay, he goes, you're gonna cook something. I go, listen. I go, what do you want? I go, tell me. He goes, oh, whatever, use something. I go, you want the same thing I made Thursday? I go, I'll make a matriciana. But he had homemade. I used this. It was his also homemade pancetta that I
I
used.
saw it, yeah.
But he had guanciale and pancetta. We were 3 guys. My wife
Love
was
that
there,
shit.
whatever. And he's like, okay. He goes, but you use them all. I'm like, the whole piece. He goes, I got so much. Like, don't worry. He goes, I'm in the mood of meat. He goes, put meat.
Okay.
So I cut that. I used bucatini,
I love that. That's why
and it's the one with it.
Okay.
That's the pasta. It was like I was searching up. It was the pasta to use. Guys, it was much better than the Thursday.
100%.
but to another level. Like maybe because I had more meat, the
It's
sauce.
even because you work.
Yeah,
It was
Did it
just,
too.
and yeah, that's what they were saying. They were saying like, you work all day, and the worst part is it was only the peeled tomatoes we used.
Yeah.
We didn't put the ones that we boiled. It goes, okay, before we boil these, use
Use
these.
this, yeah.
Put them in the bowl, and I start squashing them.
Yeah.
My own, and I put them into the sauce, and like I let it cook slowly. While we were outside, it was on simmer. So when there was at the last 2 hours of boiling the tomatoes, I said, okay, let's eat the pasta. I made the pasta. Like, you knew it was good, nobody was talking.
That's
Yeah,
that's the
no one
best.
thought-
That's when
the
you know
best.
food is good.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm not hyping myself up. I'm
No,
not just
I
saying,
believe
you.
like, and not because I made it. Like I always say on my life, not because I made it, but this thing was fantastic. But when you hear from somebody else, it
feels-
was just,
It's
even
that's
the
what I
work,
look for when I
yeah.
cook
The
for people.
work and everything, and then when
I
you
love
cook
that.
and someone says, "Oh man, it's amazing," you're like,
Yeah,
even if you're
satisfying.
sweaty, going crazy, you're like, "Okay, I'm good.
Yeah,
I
no,
could eat, and I'm happy."
Okay.
You're
I love
satisfied.
that. Me too. I like
Yeah.
that. It's really.
Yeah.
I saw you made a pasta for Pasta Thursday. A while back though, it was ricotta and pesto.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
never
this
put
thing.
that
I'm like,
together.
wow.
It's like a
insane.
creamy sauce.
It's creamy. It's like the thing is that you finish it off with the ricotta. You don't have to put it right away with it. So It just gives that extra texture.
So
It looks like a green mac and cheese.
That's exactly what it looks
so
like.
So you're putting are you putting the pesto with the ricotta, or your pesto and then
no, I put them all three together, and then you add a bit of pasta water, and then that'll like glue everything together. That'll glue. Yeah, liquid gold. Martelli says it all the time.
Liquid gold.
Liquid gold, right
all
there.
the time.
The pasta water.
Yeah. You save that. You could drink that.
Just keep it.
Yeah,
just in case.
Exactly. I don't know if you're gonna use it, but keep it.
Oh yeah.
To have than not to have.
Oh yeah, that starchy water.
Yeah.
Salty, starchy water, man. It makes that nice.
Oh. When I see you salted your water too much, you eat that fast,
exactly.
Too much salt.
I'm starved right now.
So, talking about that, you're happy about when people eat your food and this and that. What's your favorite dish to make? Besides pasta, because I know you're pasta Thursday, breakfast. Obviously.
When someone comes over,
brunch is my go-to.
Yo, man, this is not something
love making
like French toast.
But the thing is that I'll upscale. Like I'll take panettone French toast or banana bread French toast. I always add crazy stuff, and with a poached egg, I do also like this yolk porn stuff.
Yeah.
So I love like a poached egg on top of that. But I'm not a sweet guy. I like the salty or together. Or savory. Like I'll have it together. So when I see people go on if you go to that breakfast and you order the waffles, I'm not that guy. I can't order pancakes, waffles. If I order pancakes, I'm gonna have to have an egg and bacon. Like I mean, that little.
You can't just have pancakes.
That tier of
you need everything mixed together.
Yeah.
So I know what you mean. It was waffles with chocolate and shit.
I can't do that.
A bit of it is fine, but
I would have the eggs, the bacon. Pancakes not a problem. French toast.
But that's it. Like a little one French toast on the side.
Yeah. I'm not. I see people with the stack or the waffle with the fruit.
And they don't have eggs. Nothing. Me too. I freak out over that.
But like, how do you leave there? You're already
like. You're jittery and shit. No, we have to have the sausage, the bacon, the eggs, the ham, whatever.
But I'll go crazy. Like I like making lox bagels. The salmon with the cream cheese.
Okay,
a little mini frittata. I love making frittata.
I see you making.
Any leftovers?
Asparagus.
Love asparagus.
Like
a funny thing, I don't know if it's stupid to say on this, but I love smelling my pee when I have asparagus. My wife thinks I'm stupid, but I'm like, and I'm peeing, and I'm like, what are you doing? Shh.
Smelling his own stench.
Like,
it was a good
oh my
asparagus.
God, this is my husband. This is my husband.
It reminds me of Austin Powers. He's eating the asparagus.
Oh my God. It's something stupid. I love it. Like, even my parents, you're a real smart. Yeah, or what? Yeah, fucking stupid. I'm like,
you're like, no, if it smells strong, it means it was good.
Yeah, that's how I know I had enough. Or sometimes I'm like, I ate it, but I'm like, my pee doesn't smell. I'm like, I don't get it. Then I go again. Okay, it smells now.
We're good.
So you said breakfast. Is there a protein that you really?
I like making anything brunch really. So I like to mix it up because I can never, even when I don't like eating super early. Like at 6 o'clock in the morning, I can't eat. I'll have a coffee, but I can't.
I'm like that too.
But then at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and I'm like,
hungry.
yeah, but now I could have. It's almost like lunch. Do I wait it out?
Yeah, because you've been awake for like 3-4 hours.
Yeah,
I'm like that too.
But to eat like half an hour after you woke up,
no, I can't.
I'm not good with that. But people, you're supposed to do that.
Yeah, like I'll drink my water, I'll have a coffee,
but
water and that's it.
Without like a full course meal or something.
No. Not right away.
Not even that. Just breakfast period, like eggs with toast. I want to be able to
eggs, toast, bacon, sausage.
I don't like. I find it sits well.
It's pretty full course. Like that's a pretty.
Well, I did something crazy today for breakfast. I didn't post it because a lot of sandwiches, but I made
today.
Yeah, this before. Just give me that energy for the fuel. Give me that fuel for the fuel. Yes. I made an egg and cheese and mortadella.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
Breakfast
on
sandwich.
A pan, the grilled or
like almost like a grilled cheese type of thing. But I'm like, how many times I'm gonna post sandwiches? I'm like, you know what? Today this is me. I relaxed. I smoked my garden. Had my crazy sandwich in the morning, and my wife's like, "But it's 8:30. How could you eat this?" Like,
now let me ask you another question. This is how you separate people. Do you like your mortadella thick or extra thin?
Extra thin.
I like it thin.
My man.
More extra thin.
You gotta see through it.
When I go to these places and I get mortadella or something that's like a steak.
No, I can't.
The thing is,
I lose it. I can't eat it.
Depending on the meal you're making, this is what I think anyways. Depending on the meal that you're making, and it involves mortadella, it might need it to be thick.
I agree.
100%.
But if you're making a sandwich out of it,
it has to be thin.
I'll put like 100 slices,
like
but it has to be thin.
Like if you put it on a focaccia, or if you put it on...
like some people put it like in lasagna.
Yeah.
Then you have to put a thick piece. You can't have it thin. It's
100%.
impossible.
It's going to disintegrate. Yeah,
it has to be thick.
Depending on what you're using it for.
Yes.
But in my sandwich, no.
Yes,
I can't.
Same thing with like turkey or ham.
And it has to
how do you think your turkey, though?
Thin.
Me, I take it shaved. Next time you go, ask them for a shave.
I would do that.
They might look at you like, oh my god, but it comes out
thinner,
like
right?
thinner and it comes out in flakes, like
it's basically like
little pieces.
Yeah, you're putting it together like almost
it's all like
pulled
mixed
pork.
up. Okay, it looks
or
like shredded.
Like,
yeah, shredded. Yeah,
you know, like a club sandwich when it's all shredded chicken breast. Same thing.
Okay, I never had. I'm gonna ask them.
But I can't.
Don't tell them I told you though. If they get angry,
Your culinary told you this.
I want it shaved.
They give you that look.
He's around here, so go somewhere here and say he did it.
The guy who told me he lives like 50 minutes away, so just go bust his balls. Not mine.
I'm a big cold cut lover though. That's my weakness.
Me too.
Antipasta is my weakness.
Me too. I slow down with that shit.
No.
Cold cuts, no? I have to slow down.
I like it, but
much.
have it every day. I
can't stop though. Like it's like Lay's chips. I can have just one.
Prosciutto, I like to do like like that dried sausage and stuff, but like to have mortadella and like whatever.
For real?
Oh my god.
Nah.
Oh my god.
Did you have it in Italy yet? I know you've been.
I don't remember.
If you go to Italy, you're gonna come back. You just know on that.
It's almost 10 years I went.
Well,
man, you go to Italy, you have a nice focaccia.
The sandwich.
I can't have a sandwich all cold cuts.
Oh,
no, I can't.
Wow.
I don't like it.
I don't like to have too many different ones in one sandwich.
I don't like different
ones. The classic mortadella cheese and salad that goes a long.
It does go a
not
long
even,
way,
not even no sauce, no olive, nothing. Just those three.
Yeah. No mayo, nothing.
You need nothing. It's just like.
But if I go to like a sandwich place or something, and I have the choice of a sandwich with cold cuts or a sandwich with like grilled chicken,
yeah,
or like,
for sure,
a cutlet inside
with
a cutlet. My weakness is cutlet. That's
100%.
my all-time favorite meal. Is a cutlet, and you put it into a sandwich with cheese and like.
But this if you go alone. What happens if you go with somebody? Because I could teach you something right now. I teach you right now.
Sure,
if it's the best of the both worlds, this is why you gotta choose the people you go and eat with. If you know you can eat something cool, you choose the people.
Yeah.
For example, if I go with my wife, I know that whatever I know. If I go with my wife, I know whatever she's having. If she doesn't like what I'm having, I'll eat mine. But I'll be like, oh, baby, if you like this, take that. I know she's not finishing it, so I automatically I'll have something else. I'll have more food. Now you're saying you can't choose between cold cut or the chicken cutlet, but you like both, right?
I do like both.
So now we go. I order one sandwich.
You
order that sandwich, and we have half each. So you have the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? That's
I like doing that too, for sure.
Fair
Me too. When I go out, I like to have a bit of everything. I don't like to have like when you know what I mean. Like when we on vacation, we usually go together a lot, and if we go out, we eat always like little.
Yeah. So you try it
So
out.
Friday I went to dinner, and I had.
Where'd you go? Are you able to say this?
A rib and reef.
Okay.
First time I've been
wow.
there. I've never been there before.
This podcast gets some views. There's that YouTube money.
Where's the money?
That YouTube money.
You don't see me on
so I had to try it, and I went to my girlfriend, and we did like everything, like
that's what you guys want.
Just get like 4, 5, 6 different things, but everybody.
You two, and you had
and we just
$700 later.
No, but it's not too far from
Rib and Reef is not a la carte, right? Rib and Reef is plate by plate, right?
It is. Well, a la carte meaning what?
Where you pay $100 and you get whatever you want.
No, exactly.
It's
per plate.
Per plate, exactly.
$17 just for a thing of mushrooms.
Yes, exactly. And the sides are all separate, exactly. And you're not too far from the price, actually. Yeah, but just to say, it doesn't matter what the price was, but it's just everything was. We shared everything.
Yeah, but it's awesome. I love that.
We got like fried calamaris, octopus, oysters. Share that.
Yeah.
Then we did
my world.
Cheese.
Rib steak, sauteed mushrooms, mashed potatoes, roasted garlic, asparagus.
Typical steakhouse.
And you share that stuff instead of having like, okay, this is my meal, this is your meal.
Yeah, because how many times when you were younger, you're eating, and you're like,
yeah, I want to try exactly.
Yeah,
try that.
But even just to try, exactly. Not that you want the whole plate. That's what, I mean, I'm always like that.
You want to bite.
That's true.
And I like better like that.
He's right though. It depends who you go with.
Yeah.
Some people, like I know, even in our family, they wouldn't be able to.
They wouldn't do it.
But then the people that you don't have to order from the menu. Like if I go with my best friend, when you go to eat, he's like, "What do you want to eat?" I go, "I know I like what you like. You like what I like.
Order like 5, 6
You've been here already. Order. I'm not gonna say no." And then
exactly. We did that in Florida. We did it in Florida. We went to this place called
4 people.
Yeah, Novello, right?
Yeah,
Novello. It's a pasta place, Italian place. It's a guy that
you guys spoke about this already, though, right?
Yeah. We know him, whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna bring him for the first time. We brought him, and he goes, "Whatever you're taking, just whatever." Like, same type of thing. First time, was it the first
Chef's
time?
choice.
Second, it wasn't your. Yeah. So octopus, calamari, just not. Oh my god, it's octopus.
But we just got like 4 or 5.
Yeah. And then one main dish. We both wanted pasta, so we're like, okay, we'll get. And we both
What's your
wanted the
favorite
same
pasta? Cacio e pepe. You guys are always writing to me.
That's me, cacio e pepe. But no, my favorite pasta is carbonara.
Oh, that's mine.
That's mine. That's and I
got a lot. You really? You don't put a cream though. Okay.
I saw that one.
Am I a fake?
Bunch of cake. Fugazi.
I'm from Naples.
Okay.
I'm gonna. My family's gonna fly from Naples. I'm gonna get assassinated.
Oh man.
For pasta, I'm not too much.
I'd like to know
I'm not
this.
100% fan of pasta. I'm being 100% honest with you. I'm like an Italian that doesn't like that much pasta.
But it's even because you're so used to having like tomato sauce.
Yeah, that's it.
Because when you come out to me, you have those.
I like white pasta better.
Me too.
Better, sorry. So
I
like
like white
pasta, like pesto pasta, or like pasta with cream. Like
Carbonara.
White,
like
yeah,
that.
White pasta.
Like
Like
that.
seafood pasta.
Yeah.
You guys
I
put
love
cheese
that.
on your
Great.
seafood pasta.
You're
No.
not supposed to, but I know you
It's a big
did.
Yesterday,
faux pas, and I know.
know you did.
Yeah,
I do that.
we had
I
a
know.
pasta with fucking mussels, shrimps, and calamari in my pasta.
Oh.
I didn't put any cheese inside.
You're not
Yeah,
supposed
you're
to.
real. That's good.
You're not supposed
Not
to.
supposed to.
No, but people at the dinner table did. But I wasn't sure. It was the first time I had like.
You know what?
With
I try
mussels
it
and
the way
stuff
it's
inside.
suggested first.
Yeah.
And if I want some cheese, I'll have
Yeah.
cheese. But I always try it first just to see because people,
Yeah.
like you said, they're not supposed
But
to.
you must have looked like, man, this guy's like, man, he's an OG. That's a good mic drop. You know, people are putting cheese on their
Yeah.
pasta with seafood. You just get up and like, mic drop. I'm the real deal. I know how it's supposed to be done.
So my aunt made this pasta, and she's like the out of all my aunts, like she's the professional cook. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And she killed this meal. She came to my house at 3 in the
Do I know
afternoon
this
to
aunt?
make this. It's Dave's mom.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah?
She came she came at 12 o'clock in the afternoon to start making this pasta for us to eat at 6
Yo,
o'clock.
that's a big, that's not a little.
Bro,
pasta,
the
man.
pot was like the pot was this big.
She must have been boiling that. Oh.
My
But I'm
God.
looking at her how she eats it, and I'm like, she doesn't put cheese inside. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think I have to put cheese in this thing right now.
You're not
I
supposed
know.
to.
It's
It's a
bad,
hard
but-
thing. But,
Yeah.
but even talking about that place, were you there when we had the fish pasta there? Were you there?
I had the pasta and we had the pesto pasta.
Okay, that was cool. That was
But it
like
was
something like
gnocchi.
he
I think it was
made.
stuffed gnocchis, no?
It was gnocchi, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Man,
stuffed
that was
gnocchis with pesto.
a creamy
Wow.
pesto.
Yeah,
though.
creamy
Like,
pesto.
it wasn't just, but I went once, I guess it was without you. It was him, that's what I do. I go, what's your dish of
We
the day or
suggest.
whatever?
Yeah.
He goes, I just got bacala today. I brought it in from wherever. Remember, you said it to me. You go, I just got bacala. I can make you like a marticciana, but
Yeah.
with, you know. With,
Oh, yeah.
I was there when that happened.
That's it. So
Yeah.
that's what he made. And then after I go, do I put cheese on this? He goes, don't put cheese on
Yeah,
it.
I know.
Okay, the chef tells you that. You
Yeah,
listen.
you gotta listen. I
If
mean,
you don't like it, then okay, you put
if I'm
cheese.
eating it alone, I guess I'll do. But I try not like
Yeah.
if I'm in
But
public. I
yeah,
don't want
but
to be
the
like.
person making it is telling
Tells
you
you
no,
how to do
try
it.
it
You have
without.
to
Try
follow
without.
what he's saying.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh man, but that pasta was amazing. Fried bacala on top.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Geez, I'm fucking starving.
Oh
was
man,
freaking
I thought I was okay with that crazy breakfast sandwich, but now I'm hungry again. That's my biggest
So
problem.
yeah, the
Yeah.
choice of pasta will probably be like, I like more stuffed. So like lasagna or like.
You know what? Stuffed pasta is crazy. Too.
I'll never order
yeah.
lasagna at a
But I'll never
restaurant.
No, me neither.
So I'm so sad. Shout out to all the restaurants. If you make
no,
lasagna, I'm sorry.
Me too. I never.
I'm probably not gonna eat it.
I'll go
neither.
something weird all the time. You know.
Something
Yeah,
when I go to a
different.
restaurant, I like to eat something that I can't have. Either I don't have every day,
or have it at home.
or I can't
yeah.
have it at home.
That's
Yeah.
it. Same
You know,
shit.
like my biggest protein that I like rabbit.
That's good.
Cornelio, I love that. You know, so I like if I or lamb chops. You're not always gonna have
Oh,
lamb
lamb
chops. So
chops.
I'm not saying that nobody could afford making lamb chops, but you're not gonna have it all the
Yeah,
time.
It's
yeah.
expensive every week.
But you know, you
wherever
want to have
you,
that
the
lamb
veal
chop,
chop or
the veal
something.
chop. You know.
Do you go to Florida by any chance? Because
Okay.
we talk about Florida.
Funny story. I have only gone to like all inclusives.
Okay.
Okay.
Like Cuba, Mexico, stuff like that.
Punta Cana, like it's like as if I practically bought the place. I'm
yeah,
there every
yeah.
time, but different hotel. But I went to Florida. Maybe it's because I went to my buddies. Like we went with our wives and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
They had their kids. Guys, I swear to God, my biggest fear was, oh my God, I gotta walk around with money. Like I don't know how it works. Like how does this
Yeah.
work? Like you know,
Oh, because yours at all
all inclusive. They just go whatever.
See, I didn't even
So I
think
had
of
my
that.
buddy that lived in that he had a condo in Hollywood.
Okay.
Another one in Sunny Isles. Literally 12 minutes drive.
Mm-hmm.
I had the best time.
See?
I went for 11 days.
Yeah, I mean, I love
Like,
it there.
But my buddy was like, I was looking at my mom like, we're buying a condo.
Yeah,
And she's like, oh my God. My friend kept talking. He kept saying, Fash. No, sorry. That's what they call me. My friend's Fash. And they're like, he's going to get a condo. It's done. It's in. He got the taste of Florida. He got the taste.
Once
and
you
I
get
was,
the taste, you can't get it out of your mouth. I'm
oh
telling
my
you.
God. And it's
the
because
first-
nothing's expensive. So I'm like,
I'm freaking
like,
out.
I have
I
nothing
can't go.
against the Americans. You know, I get it. You guys, everybody's stereotype about the obesity.
Yeah.
But like, I thought I was getting punked when I went to McDonald's. The girl's like, okay, I'm like, okay, so we're gonna have 4 burgers, a fry, and 20 nuggets.
was like,
She's like,
that's
you know,
it?
15 cents more, you get 40
get this.
nuggets.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
okay. I get to the thing, I'm like, oh my God, if this is like Montreal. I go, okay, this is like probably $50. They goes like
$20.
$21.50. I'm like,
Yep.
No, I go, but the 40 nuggets. Oh, 40 nuggets? I'm like, yeah, 21.50. I'm like, okay, I go, where are the cameras? Ashton Kutcher coming out of here? Like, what's going on? I don't understand.
But you're right for that, though.
So I felt bad. Yes. I'm like, okay, here's $24. Take it. I go,
you're right about that. The food there is like on a different level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$1, $2, $3 menu.
For pricing,
there's no control on like,
That's obesity. That's why it's like that there, man. It's you saw we went last time. No, didn't we go to McDonald's?
Yeah, we got 20 nuggets each.
We're on the way. We're on the way back from like the beach or something.
Everybody wanted 6. We all left with 20 each.
Yeah. I'm getting a cold coffee. Remember, I just want a cold coffee.
We left with food.
We left with food, and I think I came out with a small cold coffee. Not even like
we didn't go there for you what you wanted.
At Walmart, you see Walmart there?
Walmart, same shit. Yo, we go there. We leave with carriage.
What's the most expensive thing you saw at Walmart? We mentioned it at the beginning of the podcast. Nutella.
Oh yeah,
the most expensive thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's true. It's expensive.
It was like $13 for like a whatever. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
it's more expensive than sunscreen.
Yeah, it's not popular. It's not popular.
Why I asked you if you ever went to Florida, because if you like lamb, Greek Isles.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go.
Oh, okay. So
I didn't get to go. I've heard of
it. Okay.
Because
the lamb there is on charcoal. They're really Greek, like old school style. And the octopus there.
But there too, you go there.
And that too.
For $25.
Yeah.
Okay, look, $25.
Here at Greek restaurants,
crazy.
You need $80, $90.
Crazy.
What did I have last time? It was calamari, octopus, and 1 gyro. Because then it's not like here that they have the gyro with all the stuff on the side. They just bring you 1 gyro.
It's just the meat.
And it's the meat.
And the pita on the side.
You know, like the real Greek, like in Greece. And that's it. Came out $22.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
The octopus is $10. The calamari is $10, and I think $25, and the thing is $5.
Yeah, it's cheap as fuck.
And it's not like you're eating garbage.
Where in Florida was this?
Fort Lauderdale.
This is Fort Lauderdale.
I went to a Greek restaurant. I forgot the name of it, because my buddy's in Hollywood. Almost like Ocean Drive, like it becomes Ocean Drive. No, Hollywood. And he's on the intercoastal side. Yeah. But when you walk out of his condo to the left of it, you drive just a bit. There was a Greek restaurant we went to, and it was fantastic. It wasn't even expensive. We were 4 couples. I think it came out to like $80 each, or $80-$90 each.
Yeah, it's in
But we ordered like crazy. But I don't know the name. But that one you're talking about is like it's like you could see like a strip. You see,
yeah, exactly. But when you drive in, it's on the corner.
There's valet because there's too many people.
Bro, it's jammed.
But is it like you got to be flexing like really nice?
No.
Okay, so maybe it's not the name.
Not at all.
Maybe it's that one.
Shorts,
yeah, that's what we went. I mean, I don't know if it's that.
We look at such tourists when we go, it's crazy.
Yeah, their food
Everybody's dressed like in shirts, so just going with t-shirts and fucking black shorts.
In Florida, I don't feel like a tourist. No. They're all everybody from here is there.
We're not
like they're selling poutine.
There's people that are there, they're tourists. We're the ones who look normal because we're dressed. Because it's like we go there all the time.
Every time,
we've been like 1,000 times.
Yeah, fair enough.
We walk inside, the guy knows, he sees us. Okay, you know what I mean? Like,
but I feel like it's very Montreal friendly, very Quebec friendly though.
Most people that are there,
they're all there. Yeah. Like you're on the beach. I would think you would see. Donde es? It's more you say, hey, c'est la plage là.
Yeah,
I mean, oh man, everybody here.
Because you're in Hollywood.
Crazy.
Hollywood is very that. Fort Lauderdale is mixed. Fort Lauderdale, there's a bit. Fort Lauderdale is cool because sometimes we're driving or we go to a place. I remember we went to that page Belmonte there.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I hear Massimo. I turn around. It's a guy that I know from here, but like not even like it was a client of mine from where I used to work.
Pompano.
I go, what's up? Hey, what's up? Yeah. Pompano's like that. A lot of St. Leonard, Montreal. A lot of people from there.
Depends who you are in the...
Yeah, exactly. But like if you want to get away and be on vacation and you're like, okay, I'm going to find somebody from Montreal, Quebec.
But even if you go to Florida and you don't want to see anybody that from here, you got to go like Jacksonville, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but that's ugly Florida. Not ugly Florida, but it's not south.
It's different. It's not south. But that's where you're going to find.
Well, you can go to Miami.
No Canadian.
You can go to Miami and that you get everything. That you know.
Yeah, you're gonna find.
That's like I went to IHOP in Miami. First time Miami.
I went to IHOP. We have one right here.
Guys, go! I'm telling you, it's good. It's super good. It's like, I feel like it's like a staple. It's like coming here, like people that don't like smoked meat, but they're gonna go to Schwartz. They're gonna go to Snow and Deli. They're gonna go all this stuff.
They go to Schwartz, but they don't know across the street there's Maine.
Which is
100 times better than Schwartz.
Yes.
Maine is good too.
Yeah, it's good.
But
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
I was obviously fucking stalking your Instagram page the past couple of days to know.
But no likes. I should have saw 20 likes.
They're all liked already. What am I going to do?
That's me, bro. Sorry.
I can't keep liking them.
The people that like us.
Unlike it again.
I saw in your bio you have a link to, I think it's called Yeah Media. TV.
What is that?
I had to ask you. I don't even know what it was. I clicked on it and I saw that those episodes of like The Realtor, but these are all Montreal-based shows.
Yes. So I got approached by this company. I don't know. now everything feels so long ago, but I feel like maybe like last year, year and a half, let's say, more or less. And they started by asking me to write blogs for them. Like, say, listen, write a recipe. We're going to put on, he had like a website or whatnot. So he's like, maybe write like a recipe that people could look at. And I'm like, okay. So I started like thinking and writing. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know if this is me. Because I can express myself. Yeah. But when I got to write, like, you're like, oh, okay, you literally write the way you talk, you know? So he's like, no, but don't we have somebody to edit? Then he comes back, he goes, listen, we have another concept. He's like, almost like a Guy Fieri type of thing. He's like, we're going to make you go to a restaurant. We're going to film you. You're going to eat. And you're going to get to cook the dish with the guy. And
pretty cool.
So I'm like, okay. But the catch is that it was good promotion for the restaurant. Obviously, the restaurant had to pay to have us there. But we come with a whole crew. They had like a film crew. We're all mic'd up. The guys with the camera. They got to edit.
Professional shit.
Yeah. It was professional shit. So it all depends on the restaurant if they want to do it. So the only ones I've done so far, we haven't, I guess with the COVID thing, we can't do much. We did Dilalo's. Yeah. First time ever there, and we did Dilalo's. It's called the Reservation.
Burger.
Yeah, Dilalo Burger.
Did you ever try Dilalo?
But the original one in LaSalle.
I've seen like
the one in LaSalle.
I've seen on Google, but I've never.
The one in LaSalle.
Yeah.
Don't go any other one.
Yeah. The other ones are not the same.
The Capital Burger.
The Buck Burger.
The Buck Burger.
Oh my God, guys.
No, it's just
they don't use patties.
No.
So it's the meat is there and it's cooked and they break it up and they don't use top buns. It's both bottom buns.
Yeah.
It just holds. It's
different.
Science.
It's a different taste. Even the taste of the meat is different.
Peppers, capicolo.
Yeah.
With the meat, the I don't know if there's cheese in our bacon, but it's lettuce, tomato. Yeah,
it's good.
Oh man, somebody ate 22 burgers. I don't know. They did a contest. The guy was telling me. I think his name was Louis. He had somebody there and he ate 22 burgers. So as we were chit chatting, guys, I'm not like when I go somewhere like that, I'm coming with an appetite. Like I'm gonna eat, and when I start eating, I'm like, I'm not shy. I'm not the guy like, I'm scared. Sometimes, you know when somebody feels bad, take the last sopressado or like the last cheese. Yeah. I'm that guy that'll be like, I scout. Nobody's going.
Just take it.
But I'm not going to take it and I'm going to make sure you all know I'm taking it. Okay, I'm taking the last one. Nobody's taking it. I know I'm not going to feel bad.
Exactly.
You know, not to feel bad. Yeah. So he gave me one to try. One we filmed. So I had to take that bite and I ate it. And then at the end when we released, like, I'm like, give me another Buck Burger. I'll have another one. But I had to try the poutine, so I ate the poutine.
Stop.
Exactly the way I like a poutine. I'm very picky with the poutine.
Not a poutine guy.
Oh, man.
You want to have a good poutine? The Curry hot dogs. On the Curry.
Yes. Yeah, come on.
Everybody
but in Laval, you want to know where I've had my satisfying poutine, like very good? Belle Province, but in front of Dick Anne's. Right here.
On the cans, which the cans?
On the Laurentide. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you, that's how I judge it. If when you're done your poutine, there's leftover sauce and extra cheese still. It means that every bite you took had fries, sauce, and cheese.
True.
You weren't skimming or looking for something.
I'm trying to save
it. So then, you're like, okay, I'm not gonna eat this cheese. I'm gonna have it at the end. I'm gonna do the scarpetta with it. No. Yeah. Well, if you know that there's extra, and guys, like the way I go to those places, once again, my best friend taught me how to eat like this. We order a steamy to eat there while they're making our order. That's how I work. That's how I work when we do that. You go there, he's like, okay, what can I go first, give me a steamy. They go, no, but make it. I want to have this. I want a chicken sandwich. And no, but make the steamy now. I'm going to eat it. So now we're eating it, both of us, like two schmoes. We're just there. We're eating. The guy's like, so he sees. And then we don't joke around. When we got to order, I'm not there to, yes, they have great hot dogs or even fast food like that. Like, he taught me how to order. I feel like when I order at McDonald's, I'm like at a restaurant. Like I'm thinking, okay, so as an entree, I'm gonna have a mac poulet. Then we're gonna have the next 30 seconds. Then we're gonna have a Big Mac, and then for dessert. Oh no, wait, you know what? I'm gonna have an extra burger instead. Change the fry to poutine, and then the girl's like, "C'est tout." You know, I'm like, you know what? I go. I throw in a chicken wrap, whatever. I go, if at the end I'm hungry, I'm going to eat it, you know?
Oh, save it
Same
for
thing, you know? No napkins, cleaning it up on our diesel jeans just like that, you know, parking on the mat, and we're just like, that McDonald's right there many times.
Oh, my God. So, after going out those nights.
Yeah. So, you go to, you did Dilalo?
Yeah, we did Dilalo, we did Bocce and LaSalle.
Yeah.
And now it was on hold for a bit. So I'm still waiting for the
show?
Yeah, it's called Reservation, RSVP. Okay. So... The only thing is that sucks is that it's not that it sucks, but I gotta pitch it to a restaurant. But then now with a lot of social media, the restaurants are like, but I can just do it myself on Instagram and it's free. But the thing is that when they do it with us, I don't say with us, it's not my company, but I'm saying if they reach out or whatever, if they're interested, if any restaurants want to do it, for sure, we'll do it. They gotta pay the fee. But it stays on forever. So if you see the Media, it looks like a Netflix now. So they have like
little squares.
Yeah, little squares, and you click it. Like they do along with like Group Madison and everything. They have like the venues and all that. So it sells itself, and they have like the contracting ones, the realtors. They have I think Sperano has one too. He's on that. So they film you. They follow you.
Guy, right?
Yeah. So they follow you and whatnot. It's pretty cool. But it's also for the restaurant that they got to be like, okay, is some of them. For the pandemic, is it worth for them to like invest?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's hard. It's hard
right now.
You know? Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say?
They're living like...
Yeah, that's it. Some people aren't
making that much cash. So some restaurants you go there, they're fucking rocking and rolling though.
Yeah. Some people made more money now than when people go in.
It depends on the style of restaurant you are though. If you're a sit-down restaurant...
I like that. Synchronized.
Yeah.
We know each other. I didn't get the memo.
We know each other for a long time, so like we vibe off of the same fucking.
Yeah.
But
bad man.
Restaurants that are like sandwich places, from what I realized, anyways, sandwich places or like
pizza.
quick, easy things. Yeah, pizza places, Belt Bros, all that stuff. Like I think, anyways.
And people that Uber Eats a lot.
Have you guys Uber Eat during the pandemic? Me too. I'm scared.
I have. Scared of what?
I'm not scared, but I'm more of a.
Me, like, I'll just drive down the street.
Yeah.
Like, most restaurants
I'm not going.
Not even that, man. But I'm less paranoid at my wife. But she'll always put that doubt in my head. Yeah. It's like okay, fine, forget it. And she gave up. We're big McDonald's guys. I love McDonald's. We used to have it every Friday. My wife is gonna do a whole year almost without McDonald's. We haven't eaten fast food. We've eaten like we love sushi. Like shout out Yuka, one of my favorite sushi places.
But that's like what I have is like my meal. Like I don't have McDonald's. I'll have sushi or something.
And I tell her, I'm like, okay, let's go for our anniversary. I'll get sushi. She's like, no. She goes, I don't want to leave. So I had to learn for her birthday. Actually, I'm like, so I learned how to make sushi. First time.
Good.
I've done it once.
Listen, I mean, my wife's gonna say it's good. I liked it. It was pretty good. It wasn't as easy as I thought. It wasn't as easy. The rice is sticking on you, and you gotta be. It's a talent. It's a skill. I mean,
it's an art. But that's why they're there. Those guys.
Yeah.
And you see them, man. Even the way they cut the fish.
Yeah, they're beasts.
Like a full out respect for them.
Yeah,
man.
Like a sashimi.
And they kill it.
If the chef doesn't know what he's doing, it doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
It really doesn't taste good.
It's
the way they
But I love it.
You gotta be professional at it. Like,
I can't have cooked though. No dragon. I can't do that. I like everything raw.
I hate.
You don't like the fried?
No.
Sushi.
No. I'll have, let's say, a dumpling or shrimp. But in my sushi, I like everything raw.
Me too.
No, the actual sushi fried though.
No, that dragon I can't do it.
No, I don't like the ones that are fried.
Yeah, dragon I can't do it.
I don't like hot.
With a fucking hot mayo, with spicy mayo.
No, that's fake shit. That Japanese will slap you 6 times.
I like that shit. Fuck it. I don't give up.
Yeah, but you don't like raw. You don't like raw fish.
Last time I had sushi, I just close your ears. I fucking flew out of my mouth faster than it went.
Exactly.
No way.
That's why I'm saying he doesn't like it.
And I haven't had sushi since, and it's gonna be 2 years almost.
Wow.
I
can't eat it.
Face your fear. Do it, man.
No, I see it, I smell it, and I see it or smell it, and I start.
Where do you have that sushi? First of all, if you can't see the place, a good place or
Centropolis.
Enter beep here. Beep.
Well, it was a good spot. I know. It was a good spot. I know. But it was like I had it. And like probably like 6 hours later, man, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting up and I feel like I don't know what's happening.
Did you drink?
Yeah, I did drink.
Go up?
No, hold on. No, I didn't go. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't go out and get hammered. I drank at the
place.
Yeah, but I didn't have a bottle of alcohol. I had like 2 drinks while eating it. Get home, it didn't work well. 2 o'clock in the morning, man, I'm getting up, stomach upside down.
Oh, yeah.
And
It'll do that.
the whole day after that, I couldn't drink. I was drinking. It was coming out right away.
Maybe you had a bad piece of fish. And
I was in bed a whole day. I didn't even go to work that day. I was in bed a whole day. It was disaster.
You probably got a bad piece of fish.
We're having sushi.
No, I can't.
If I ever come back, I'm bringing sushi.
I can't do it. I see it. I see it or I smell it.
Week, what do we have?
I see it or I smell it, man. I start thinking of what happened that night, and I start getting the.
I know what you mean.
I can't.
So, how did you start? Because we're almost closing up here. That Pasta Thursday, I want to know how that started.
Okay.
I just joined and I was part of it. So I want to
Thursday, by the way, I'm expecting a plate of pasta here, okay?
I know what you guys live now. I'm the Uber Eats. it all started because I was looking into it, and I used to hear that Italians would have pasta like twice a week, and it was very commercialized on a Sunday, and they would have it on Thursday. Yeah. But it took a lot of courage for me to go live. I know people are like, oh my God, you're so good in front of the camera. You're funny. You're funny. If I get comfortable.
I watch you with my girlfriend.
But all the time. Sometimes I'm like, man, even have to post how many times I gotta make sure my coffee's full so much.
You know what makes me
laugh?
When
I walk, I'm like, oh man, I drink too much of it. No,
you know what makes me laugh is when he's doing his live and he's like, okay, stop talking,
yeah.
cook. He talks to himself because he knows he's gonna do something else. I started laughing.
But now it's awesome. Like, I just jumped on it and I said, you know what, let me just get in front of the camera. Let me just try it.
Is it because you were just making passes on Thursday, or?
Yeah, I was making more or less. First I started as a picture, always like posting it as a picture. And I'm like, you know what?
So
let me start showing people how I make it or what goes behind it. And I'm like, oh, am I really gonna go on live? I'm like, oh, I'm so shy.
It's hard
because you can't edit anything. Yeah, so you're just doing it. Like one of my jokes, like, oh my God, I'm actually doing this so good. Maybe I should go on live and start cooking for people.
But you're actually live already.
But and I would play it off like that, and it's like you don't hear nobody that's talking with you. Like you get into that zone. So I said, you know what? Let me just do it. I did it one time. I got good feedback. I'm like, you know what? We'll do it on every Thursday. So then you start trying to market your brand. If you notice, my name is Culineri, so which is my last name. It's Neri. So I was studying fashion. They were calling me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when I was studying fashion, they would call me. I called myself Fashionary.
Yeah.
Now Culineri.
Culineri is perfect.
It works,
wait. This is my best joke. I always say it. Now when I make love, it's missionary. That was a good build-up.
Actually works though.
So now jardinieri. So I'm just anything that ends with
that's good.
When I pour shout out Marissa. She saw my sauce. I'm like, oh, it's not an ordinary sauce. So she goes, oh my God, ordinary. I'm like, it can work anywhere. I love it. So thankfully the last name helps. And that's it. It works. But the only thing is that I'm happy that it saves on IGTV there.
Yeah.
For your lives. But a lot of people, like, I don't know what time you want me to do. Like, a lot of people don't want to have supper at 5. Like, I like the interaction. Yeah, a lot of people see it after. Yeah. But, like, how, I don't want to start cooking it at 4. It's still early because then you're finishing work.
Yeah, you'll never get it right.
5:30, people are finishing.
Yeah, but it's
already.
You're in, either some of them people are, like, in traffic. I know you're saying, it's a pandemic. What else do you have to do? But some people now, they're working from home. They can't finish,
Probably 6, maybe. That's a good time.
I'm thinking of changing the time, but then after it's also like, when am I going to eat too? Am I going to eat late?
You're eating at 7. You're eating at 7 or else.
Because there's a whole thing that goes down after I do it.
You do it so people can follow the instructions and actually do it themselves.
Well, I try. First I didn't. I would just say I'm going on, but then you start saying, you know what? If people want to cook with me during that day, I'll be posting a lot of like inspirations, a lot of pasta that day.
It's good to.
And
it's good that you do that because I do that a lot. Let's say I find something. Let's say you cooked a dish and I'm like, wow, that dish looked really good. Yeah. I'll look back at the video and I learn how you cook it because. If you just do it...
It's like a cooking show.
But that's it. There's so many things that he'll do one way. That's why it tastes like that.
Yeah.
So I find the way you're doing it is perfect.
Yeah. But there's a whole ordeal after. Like, then after, it's like, I got to move everything out. I got to take that picture. So then I'm like, okay, so am I eating this dish cold?
It's cold, I know.
That's the whole problem.
It's like a cooking show.
Yeah.
Never been on one. Never have I ever recorded one, but I'm sure that the food, like...
After's cool. But think of Master Chef and shit. They're all outside, they're cooking. Then, okay, you come up.
Like but I heard somebody that was on it. It's not. You're not eating it right away.
No chance.
It's almost tastes like room temperature.
It looks like it cools down.
Yeah, it's probably been there for who knows how long.
Yeah. So then I'm like, then I look at it, I'm like, are they pretending?
Like there has to be a bit of.
Yeah, like come on, like that meat has to be cold. No, it's impossible.
I know. I know. That's it. I don't know that. But anyway.
Or they make one like
the taste is probably still there. I guess. I don't know. I guess you just know.
For sure, the way like it's shot, the way it's recorded, there's some trickery behind it. I'm sure there has to be.
But see, that worries me. Like I did during COVID, I did a thing with the Geek Events, and they wanted to do like a cooking challenge. Like I did it, and it was just so cool that people got together.
All home chefs?
No, they all had a talent. They all had the home chef. Like the guy I went against in the final, he was really like fine cuisine. Like we were two different style of cooking. And
more rustic?
Yeah, I'm more rustic, more family style, sharing and this and that. Like I'll put everything in the middle and you get it yourself or whatever. Yeah. So I was like, he did quail? I'm like, oh my God, I did pork chop Milanese. I'm like, but we had 3 judges. We had Nick from Inferno. Okay, we had Gianni from Passion Sport. Oh, yeah. And I forgot the other lady that she was the dessert. And at the end, to make it to the final, you had to make a dessert. Oof. So me, I made springies. That's all I know to do. I'm not a sweet guy. I'm not good at I'm not good at it.
Springies is the soft thing, right?
With ricotta lemon springies. That's like my mom, my grandparents, they all showed. But I made like the jam from scratch. But I did a little... I said, I'm going to make a pork chop Milanese, but I did a little twist. Like I did breadcrumbs and panko, but my little twist is I put Dorito chips in my breading. Like when you make, if ever I make, if you like cutlet sandwich and make you one with Doritos chips, you're going to like...
Yeah, the crust is insane.
Yeah, it's different crust. That. It's crazy. But so that was a fun experience. I got to win, but then I was saying like, man, it's a hype, you know. Like before COVID, I was like, okay, you know. Then this happened, then podcast, insieme. I'm like, oh my God, like now the stars are all. And maybe my passion. This is what it took.
The calling, yeah.
The calling, but Culineri. No, anyways, but it was yeah, right. You gotta just, you gotta be on it, and so that was the cool part, and. I did the competition. I tried lives. That opened up a bit of doors that could help me like be more confident in front of a camera.
Sure. It takes a lot.
I'm a big perfectionist. That's why like if I'm posting a video, even talking, if it's not live, I probably did it like 3-4 times before I post it.
I got you.
I'm too much of a perfectionist. But so now it's working well, and every Thursday I try and let people know it's at 5:00. The only thing is that as of Sunday, I'm like, oh my God, what kind of pasta am I making Thursday? Yeah. Like everybody's annoyed. Like I'm my wife. I'm like, okay, babe, what pasta? Oh my God, you're already thinking about what's Sunday. I go, yeah, but I gotta. No, let's. I go to my parents. Like after this, I'm going to see my parents. Okay, ma, pa, what kind of pasta should we make? And then they're like, but there's so many pastas I want to make, but I can't because like I'd like to make pasta al forno or a lasagna, but it's like 30 minutes. I'm trying, so it's like live. But then you could do, with the trick of TV, like, I'll make a bit of it, and then I'm like, I don't know.
It's so...
Because it's not what I'm doing. It's the whole point is live.
Exactly, it's not authentic. Yeah. Did you do aliolio yet?
Yeah, but that's one of my favorites.
I was about to say.
But I think some of those, I did them when lives you weren't saving them as IG, they were as your story.
That's it. That's why we, at the beginning, we wanted to do lives. Remember we wanted to do lives during the pandemic?
When did it switch?
Not long ago. Exactly. Like now, I did more. When
like the Reels came out.
Yeah.
No?
Yes. I think before that. Because the Reels just recently, because that's taking over like TikTok. You know, like I don't have no more TikTok. I used to have it, but it wasn't for me.
Me either.
But so now it all changed. So now that you can save it, that's what helps.
That's what I've been realizing. They're saving it now because remember when we were trying, we did the live there, and we couldn't save it. It was so we didn't do it ever again.
Yeah, it would just stay as your story. So then when you have to view a story, it'd be like you want to see their live or you want to see their story.
Yeah.
But now it's like but then people must have gotten like, okay, but how many times do I gotta click?
That too, and people said they want to go back. Shit, like to you, like for a chef or for anyone that does things like that. You want to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah.
The next day you can't. Have to make it on the spot that day or in the next 24
hours. Correct.
Did you ever do pasta with shrimps?
I did a pesto, I did zucchini noodles. So no pasta. It was like the zucchini pesto with shrimp on top.
Nice.
I did that one. But I try not to repeat a lot of them. But some it's just like, I usually, like I say in my lives, whatever I want to make that day
whatever you have
is whatever I'm feeling. Even what I have in the fridge or whatever I feel like today. I'm like, aliolio would be good today.
Yeah.
Talking about aliolio, did you try aliolio like in a movie? Chef?
Yes, correct. That's I could watch that movie every day. I could watch it. I'll never get fed up. That one and Burnt, the one with Bradley Cooper.
I didn't. That one apparently is like it's a French cuisine, right? Like it's
Michelin star.
Right? It's not the same thing at all.
No,
it's like a food truck and grungy.
Yeah. But I like that food. The food truck one is better.
But apparently
Chef is good. I like
Chef, but the one that he's talking about apparently it's really like by the book. Really like the way they're cutting.
Like they're ironing the tablecloth before.
Yeah. It's like fine cuisine.
Watch it.
Check that one.
But Chef is more of like the meaning behind it is like.
He played it well. John Favreau, he's very good.
That guy's a beast, man.
Yeah.
He's a director.
Writing King too. He's good. He writes. I watch. Like, do you watch the chef show? The one
on Netflix with what's his name?
I forget the Chinese guy. Man.
He's so good. That guy. Even him. Man, what a chef.
Another one you gotta watch is David Chan. He's good too. You see the one with him and Seth Rogen in Vancouver?
No.
Yeah, watch that one. Breakfast lunch. I think it's called Breakfast Lunch and Dinner.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like he literally, and Seth Rogen, a big pot advocate. He was smoking, and he was like smoking with him. They're eating like donuts. They're getting lost in a famous park. There's a maze in Vancouver.
I saw the picture, but I didn't.
And they're eating. He likes a lot of Asian food too.
I don't know it was in Canada. That.
Yeah, that was in Vancouver because I think he's from
Yeah, because of him.
And
Seth Rogen's from Vancouver, is he not?
Yeah, he's from
Seth
Canada.
Rogen. Yeah. That's a good show.
Towards the end of the podcast,
we have a question that we like to ask.
all the guests.
Yes.
I think he's ready.
I don't want to mess up. I came prepared.
He pulled out a piece of paper before.
Depends how many questions.
I don't even know if I could pronounce these correctly. Is it?
Advertisement for.
So we always ask our guests.
Oh, I saw the first
your
one.
top 5. I saw the first one too.
Well, you guys are quick.
Yeah, I saw that too.
That's my baby.
We always ask our guests your top 5 dream car garage.
Yep. Could be anything.
Could be anything.
Any cars. But we have to be realistic, right, Joe?
Well, look, like a one-off car, you could probably get it. I'm not gonna say no. Like I'm not gonna stop your dreams or whatever, but.
Throw it into the universe.
If there's only one that exists, probably the person who owns it is going to keep it forever.
Oh, yeah.
But
okay,
let's see what it
the
is.
mic is yours.
Time
sir.
to shine here. Thank you. I want to just say thank you to Mas for giving me this.
Shout out to Mas.
Shout out Mas, my best friend. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Good guys. Those guys.
Okay, so we got the 911 Targa.
Oh, a Targa.
Yeah.
I thought I read Turbo.
Yeah.
Do you know what the Targa means?
Absolutely not. I just found out that cars have timing belts, and they got to be changed. I think at every 100,000.
Not every car. That's changed.
Oh yeah, not because they have push to start.
No.
I know.
This is the chain. This is the chain. It lasts longer.
I should ask these
So
questions
911
too.
Targa, yeah.
Then we have. No, but explain
why
it
is
to
it a
me.
Targa? Yeah, explain it. Let him know.
Okay.
Let me know. Let me know.
If you ever look at like, we'll use the 911 as an example, or also a Corvette.
Post a picture on this if you can.
I will post a picture. I'll post a picture of a 911 Targa. Obviously, there's convertible cars, correct?
Yeah.
You've seen a convertible how it works.
Yeah, the Beatles.
The whole roof. Exactly. A Targa is like semi convertible, I guess you could call it. So only where you sit, where your seat is, behind you, the car is still there.
Okay.
All you're missing is just
that's cool.
Like, you know, like maybe or like depending on the car, but probably like 2 feet.
Wow.
Of like, so basically, you know like where your sunroof is usually?
Yeah. No, I get it. That's
actually
that's cool.
But it's the whole thing. It's not like there's 2 bars or
there's
a bar
no bars.
in the middle.
Oh wow.
It's fully open.
Oh wow.
So where you're sitting until behind you is car, and then here it's empty. Then windshield.
What Porsche made?
That's the Targa.
Why Porsche is why it's one of their iconic cars is because the way it's made. They have like a bar that goes around, and it's glass. Everything's glass. So you see the back like almost like if it's a convertible.
Yeah, convertible.
Okay.
And there's a bar in the middle.
Yeah, it's a unique look that only Porsche made, and no one else has ever copied it, right? I think.
I'm pretty sure.
No, there's no bar.
Jerry Seinfeld must have one. He's a
big
Porsche.
I saw one yesterday, like 1970s.
Old one. 70s.
Wow.
This guy I work with has one.
It's insane.
A red one.
Insane. Cool
Targa.
car. Okay, so next.
No, number 2.
He's like,
I think I'm gonna go tonight. Google Targa talk.
The Lambo Aventador.
Okay.
All right.
Classic. Classic. Everyone likes that car.
That will be a classic
I know. That's
car.
I think that's the Batman one, right?
Exactly. That's what we were talking about last.
That will be a classic car.
For sure. For sure.
Ferrari Enzo.
Okay.
Is there a specific year?
No.
He only made it in 2 years. 3 years.
Okay.
2 years.
Okay.
02, 03.
That's your time. That's everyone when we were growing up. That was the car that.
So the next one is funny because he wrote this to me, then I had to call him, and I'm like, how do I pronounce this? I feel like I saw it. It's a Bugatti Chiron.
Okay,
so I'm like Chiron. I'm like
Chiron.
But my 5th one.
That's when you have money, or there's
but
that's $1 million car.
Wait, is that the one that didn't?
Ronaldo has it.
What's his name? What's the car that Post Malone? He bought one
Chiron,
here,
the
right?
white. That's from here.
Yeah.
That's from Quebec here.
I was actually watching the Instagram of the guy he bought it off.
OB Prestige.
Yeah.
The guy's name is Olivier Benloulou.
Exactly.
The guy's a multi-millionaire.
I was looking first time looking at his Instagram yesterday.
Go look at his garage. Go look at his collection.
I think I saw a bit of his house too. He has like a mini putt.
But that's
basketball court.
So go on their site, obprestige.com, whatever.
Look at the inventory
there for sale, and then go see the ones that he has that are reserved for him.
It's private collection.
Oh yeah.
The guy owns a
he still puts the price though because
protein company.
He knows that someone's gonna offer.
Everything's for sale.
He sold an F40. Or doesn't he have an F40?
Yeah, F40. Yeah.
Ferrari F40s.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
I do.
I'm telling you because you've never seen one.
Just agree to disagree.
I love that car. I've never seen one. I've seen one actually, parked.
Yeah,
I could just imagine you guys walking by a car. Oh my god!
Yeah.
I think you guys. I'm the same thing, but when I'm walking in a grocery store. Oh my god! The tomahawks are on sale.
I'm like that too, but you have to see us, Florida.
Oh yeah, that's the one I saw. Like real cars. Like,
we go to
oh my
Miami.
god.
We go to Miami and we're just
only rich people.
You see that? You see that car? My girlfriend gets so annoyed of us.
Yeah, like you drive. She's
like, you guys just look like I would think. She told me that once we're in Miami. And she's like, when you think you guys would be looking, because we were FaceTiming her, you think you'd be looking at the girls' asses.
No one's looking at the chick's asses.
We're looking at Lambo's asses, man. Come on.
Like, tell that girl to get out of the way. There's the freaking Porsche right there. When you see that thing.
Oh, my God.
People think we're crazy for that shit.
Quick story before we get off, but when we went to Florida, we rented a red Camaro with a V8 inside.
Whoa.
SS.
We've said the story a
The
million
drink,
times
V8,
already.
like the drink. No. Okay. Bad
Should have had a
joke.
V8.
Come on, bad jokes, Julian. Bad jokes.
So we went to the rental car company and we schmoozed, we bitched, whatever.
No. We ended up the car that we got first. The first.
Yeah, we got a Cadillac first. I was drinking.
But that's a classic. I like Cadillacs.
The car ate a tank of gas in a day.
Oh my God! Oh, there we go. It's
it was done.
What's that Jeep? XRT8? Is that?
XRT8.
Yeah, that one too, though.
Exactly.
That's a race car. That you understand.
So we had this Camaro and we went and eat supper in downtown Miami, and we found this parking spot. I kid you not. We parked the car and we stayed at the spot for like 15 minutes. You know why?
Not wasting
There was
gas.
the Camaro, there was a Mustang, and there was a Corvette, all parked alongside each other. And we're taking pictures. We're like,
when are you gonna see this? Yeah, when's this gonna happen? The three Americans.
The car,
But do you take the picture of the car? Are you the guy that takes the picture with the car, even though it's not your
No,
car?
I never
of
take
the
a
car.
picture.
Okay.
That's a rule. Don't take a picture with someone else's
it's not your
car.
car.
Don't do that shit.
No.
And don't lean on people's cars and shit and take pictures.
Oh, that was me in
And it
college.
happened to him.
They used to lean on my
Yeah.
car.
We used to lose it because we go to a lot of car shows.
Yeah.
Once from far, I'll never remember this. From far, I see this girl leaning on my car with her jeans.
Oh.
It's either I freak out.
Oh my God,
It's either I
scratch.
lose my shit or I do something stupid. So from far, but I saw her from so far. My friend Lance, I'm gonna go tell her, man. I'm gonna go tell her. She starts walking off fast. I just put on, and it's a car. My alarm system, and I had another alarm system.
Like,
that's scary though. She jumps, she'll scratch everything.
She jumped, she ran the other way, and she never. No one was around my car anymore. Fudge. I go, what are you doing sitting on people's cars? I can't stand that shit.
Oh my God.
Yo, people, they don't give a shit, man.
That's amazing.
They see, like...
But you know what? If I have to say anything, I like... It's not my fifth car, because the fifth car is a funny joke, but the fifth car would be a Maserati. But the only time I started liking the Maserati, I don't know which one.
It's a fun car to drive.
Okay, it's bad or it's a good car? It's a good car.
It's a good car to drive.
But listen, the only time I found it cool was in the scene of Entourage when he bought the cars for all his friends.
Was it 2-door or 4-door?
No, I think it was their sports car, Maserati. Don't ask questions, man.
I
just said Maserati. Now
there's
you're
a
killing
4-door
me.
version, that's why.
Oh, no, I think it's a 2-door.
Okay.
Sport.
Gran Turismo.
Yeah. Well, like in Entourage, wherever you watch it, he buys all his friends because it's his Entourage. He made it big, and he bought all his friends Maserati. And
Was
that's
it blue,
a joke.
the car?
No, but they all had different colors. The one had blue, one had green, one had black.
That's for sure, G.
Yeah, so I told my friend, that's a running joke that I always say to my friends. I go, if ever I make it big, if ever, I like to dream big. If ever, I go, we choose one car, and we get all the same car, but we choose, it have to be different colors. That's like my running joke I have with my friends.
But if you're going to buy a Maserati, you come see me first. I'll tell you which one to buy, because if it's a regular Maserati,
it's not good.
You're going to bark because you're going to say, why did I spend all this money?
Because of that scene. Isn't that me? If I make it really big, everybody gets the Porsche, what's it called again?
Targa.
911, Targa. I'm going to keep this list.
He's going to keep this. Okay, one of each, please.
So if the fifth one's not a Maserati, what's the fifth one?
Yeah, what is
the
it?
fifth one is the actual car I have, the RAV4 Toyota RAV4 2020 with all the bells and whistles. I want that. I need that one. Listen, I'm loving it.
My mother-in-law has that car. Yo, that car is insane. And you can keep that car 20, 30 years, man. Those cars do not break. They're amazing cars.
Yeah,
amazing cars.
They don't break down.
I know people say G-Wagon, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a car guy.
It's different car.
Now you got him excited.
No, it's only because I heard it in the podcast and when I know
I'm a Mercedes.
you're an Audi. You're you guys did research. I researched. 7:30 in the morning just watching this podcast. I love it.
Good. We appreciate you coming, man.
Thanks for coming on.
It was a blast.
If you have anything upcoming, now's your chance. Shout it out.
Thursdays.
Pasta Thursdays.
You sell those t-shirts?
No, this was a gift. I won a contest,
okay, nice.
so they made it. I'm actually thinking of making this T-shirt. If you guys want, I'm gonna donate the money, or some I'll keep, donate or invest in me. You can follow me on Instagram, Culineri_.
We'll share
I also just started. Got back on Twitter. Same handle at Culineri _ my Facebook, Culineri. You'll find me there. And that's about it. Hopefully, you enjoy my Instagram. And I do simple ingredients, so big boy flavors. And I try and bring back those old traditions with a twist. That's it.
That's the best way you could say it.
This is super fun.
Icing on the cake.
This is...
Awesome. Fucking hammer on the nail.
So like I said, we appreciate you coming, man. Honestly, it's the first time we meet him and everything.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I never met you guys. It's super cool. Instagram and this pandemic brings people together. I love it. I love it.
We try to look at the good things about it, right? Or else,
and next time, if ever I do come back, think about something else that ends with a neri that I can use.
Okay.
Cargaineri.
Cargaineri.
G-Wagoneri. Audi Neri. Oh, that's cool.
That is good, actually. Audi
Neri. Oh my God. We're gonna be here for 3 hours.
Bianconeri, forza you. Yeah.
I love this guy.
Yeah. But I don't follow religiously now, but I liked it like 2011. Edgar Davids. Exactly. That's when I was like really Davids, everybody was on that team.
No idea anything about
this.
But
I don't watch it religiously, soccer. I don't. When I have the time,
I like Serie A. I have no idea about soccer, zero.
Yeah, so on that note,
I hate soccer. I don't watch soccer.
Again. Guys, this is awesome.
Guys, again, thank you for the sausage and everything. The sauce.
I appreciate it. Enjoy.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. No Twitter. Not about that Twitter war. The Filo Podcast. And thanks again, man.
Thank you again. Honestly, it was a good time.
This was awesome. Thank you guys. Peace.